The African in America, the organization, the camp.
I wrote the book, The African in America, because of what I've been through. And they just love it. It's not even about having those rules and stuff.
We know a lot of crime, and a lot of bad things happen
since 2017. Some of them were like 15 at that time, or maybe 16.
From Somalia, Congo, Tanzania, there's Americans, Bourbon, Rwanda, Ethiopia. Yeah, so it's like Assalamu alaikum, guys. Welcome back to our podcast, KY New American Media. Today we have a special guest, Nini Mohamed, a good friend of mine, a brother. Nini, welcome to the podcast. How you been, brother?
I've been good. Thank you for welcoming me to your podcast. Looking forward to inspiring.
MashaAllah. So, bro, tell us a little bit about, who's Nini, just who are you, so that our viewers can know who you are. This video is going to stay on YouTube or all the platforms that we're putting in. Just a little bit about you. Who's Nini? Nini Mohamed.
Nini is the founder of the African in America. I'm originally from Somalia, raised in Kenya, and also in the United States. I am community leader, major in psychology, degree in psychology. Currently go to UVL for my master's degree in social work. So I'm just doing a lot in the community to try to help the youth mainly and their families as much as I can.
That's good, man. That's a good summary of yourself. Yeah, Nini, as I know, is a good leader, youth leader, doing some amazing work in the community. Nini, tell us a little bit about the African in America, the organization, the camp, what you do, and why you started.
The African in America started back in 2017, but I wrote the book in 2010, when I was in high school. I wrote the book, The African in America, because of what I've been through in the years of in high school. The main goal is to bridge the gap between African Americans and African immigrants, because there is a lot of division between us. And for me, writing the book will eventually get to the people that needs to read that book to understand African immigrants and how we can possibly come together and look at each other as like one.
Yeah, one. That's a good. I read the book, The African America. So Nini is the author of the book. He's a writer as well. So if you want to get the book, you need to go to Amazon, or you can go to your website, right?
Yes.
But tell us, what made you write the book? What are they?
I wrote the book because I was always inspired of authors, and I read a couple of books, and writing the book was like one thing I always looked forward to. I wanted to become an author, and when I was writing the book, I didn't know what to name it. So the African in America came into me after writing down so many different titles of what to call the book. I even one time called it like The Many Lives of Nini. And there was like an article in Google, and if you type the article, you go to Google and type The Many Lives of Nini, you'll find that article. It was written in 2012, 2013 by some journalist. So that was based on the book that I was writing, but once I come up with the title, because of the book was based on bridging the gap between African immigrants and African Americans, so I needed to come up with a name that's gonna match with that title.
With that title, okay. Yeah, I mean, that title is itself, it catches your attention, and I'm glad you choose it. So the organization, African America, what are the things it does, and why is it something that you are looking after? Can you tell us about that story?
The organization, at first I just wanted to help to do something in the community. And that's when I started the African in America. So I said, okay, I have a book. What can I do? Because there's people can connect with you in different ways.
Right.
So I even did a music. I even did a music because I said, okay, a lot of Africans and a lot of African Americans, we love music. That's like some people's DNA. So I did that to connect to the people in my music and stuff like that. But I wasn't looking forward to like anything bigger than just to connect, to bring people together. And then when I sold the music, it was like, okay, I need to do something else. And then I said, okay, I need to invest in some of the youth, and because it starts with the youth. And then if I can educate the youth, then they can, we can build it like that, and they can learn from me. And then that's when I started the African in America soccer camp.
Okay. The soccer camp, because we love soccer. We play soccer together. We used to be like two rival teams, back in the days, Golden Boys, and our team, Karam, we played, me and you played a lot of soccer games together. And I think soccer sticks to your life, and that's what you choose soccer to solve social issues in the community. And that's why you created summer camp, which is the African American camp. So tell us a little bit about the camp. People don't know about the camp. What is the camp? Your camp?
The camp is really, it started 2017, and I started with like 10 kids, 10 of the kids in the community, and I wasn't thinking of anything big, anything that's gonna come this far. I just wanted to, like, since I graduated from a school, I played 4 years of college, maybe I can help this 10 kids, like, just build their skills, develop into like soccer, not only soccer, but also like motivate them in life, go to school, make sure they get good grades, and they go to college, push them to go to college. Because a lot of our people, most of the time when we finish high school, we tend to just get a job, and then, most of the time our dream dies there.
Sure.
And then some of us are lucky enough to go to college and make something out of life. So that's what I was pushing on. I just wanted the youth to build that system of like, okay, the little that I can do to help them out, motivate them and inspire them. That's how it started. And then now it just become it's part of the signature of the African in America, which we have, like last year we had 300 kids in the camp.
Sign up the camp. Wow. And this is during the summer camp. I've been to your camp many times. I really love it. I enjoy it. I see kids, happy from, elementary to middle school to high school. You have different groups. And it is free program. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
It's free. The camp is free, because I know when people hear about free, they're like, okay, that's too good to be true. There's so many parents, they like, it's free. Like, how is this
supposed to be free? Like how we grew up.
Yeah. How is this camp free? Like, and I tell them, because I understand, like, a lot of immigrants can't afford to go to other camps, which cost $300, $200 for a kid for an hour. I said, the 2 months that the kids have, I wanted to give up some of my time for those 2 months just to invest it into the community with the youth and stuff. And then, there's a lot of violence, crime happen in the summertime. So we also want to limit that into in the community. So as much as the kids that are there, we have rules, and they just love it. It's not even about having those rules and stuff. They just, them coming over there, have something to do. It gets them out of trouble themselves.
Yeah, it's a structure. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a structured camp, and we know a lot of crime, and a lot of bad things happen during the summer, because most of our youth have so much time in their hand. So you creating the camp, I support. I really love it, and we should have done more, this supporting you and making sure that this camp is successful, because it's keeping our community safe, as you say. And what else you see that it motivates you to continue doing this camp? What motivates you a lot?
Right now, the biggest thing is the support that I get from all over the places. Like right now, I have the support of Louisville City, the Somali community, the YMCA. Who else? The YMCA and Dove. It's the Dove, the company. Those, like, just everybody just putting into a little bit of them like just a little bit of their time with the camp. Like, some may bring snacks, some may bring personal trainers, like, Norton Health. They also have like trainers come in and talk to the kids, and just stuff like that makes me become more motivated into doing more about the camp.
Yes, because you're changing lives. You see kids' life change, right?
Yes, and we have a lot of kids that like been with us since 2017. Some of them were like 15 at that time, or maybe 16, and now they go to college and they come back to support the kids as well.
Support the kids, okay. And if somebody want to support the camp, how do they support you? Because I want people to support you. I do my part, and I want them to do their part to support your camp. How can they support it?
We have our website. You can go to theafricaninamerica.com, and when you scroll through, there is a donation link there. You can click it, and then you can just donate whatever.
And the donation is tax exempt. Once they donate it, they can claim on the tax.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a taxable is a taxable organization. So whatever you donate, you can claim on your taxes. That shows that you're supporting the community. And the other thing I was talking about was when does the camp start and when does it end? What are the dates?
This year the camp starts June 9th, and it ends in August 1st. That's when we have the big tournament.
Yeah.
We also have, like, after the tournament, we have what is it called? We gather everybody, like all the kids. We have like celebration where like all the kids it's like they bring food, different food. Everybody cooks food, and they bring their own food from home.
Wow!
And then like it's a big thing for us. I love it.
Yeah.
It's like all of us. We have, like, since we have partnership with the YMCA, we use their gym to do like the celebration and stuff, the event, and it's just recognizing each other, not just the kids, but also like all of us who work with the kids, me, Big Dad, Abdullah, CD,
your team,
Victor, all of us, just to recognize them. So that's the celebration that we have.
Okay, and that's through the end of the camp.
But
I like the fact that the kids who are coming to the camp, they are from Somalia, Congo, Tanzania. There's Americans born Rwanda, Ethiopia. So it's like a global camp, right?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
So it's a camp where they meet all different countries, and that's amazing, bro.
Yes.
And so people need to support through his website. We put his number and his email. You can contact Nini if you watch this video. This is the good things that our community members are doing. Like Nini, he's giving back to the community by using sports through solving social issues and trying to create a space for our youth to enjoy during the summer and have. So the camp is like 3 days a week, right?
3 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is 8 a.m. to 11, and then 12 o'clock they get lunch. So I forgot, we also partner with JCPS. That's a big one.
Big partner, yeah.
So JCPS, they do a lot. Basically, they get us the fill, and we got a one bus transportation, which is very, very important.
Oh, so you have transportation?
Yeah, we have transportation. Wow. So all the kids that don't have transportation, we also provide that with them. And before that, though, before all this, we used to do our transportation on our own, with our own vehicles. Go to the kids' houses, pick them up, drop them off at the camp, go back again, do that for like 2-3 hours.
2-3 hours
before we start training them. But now we have that support, which is really good.
Okay, and what's your goal for the next 5 years of the camp? What are your plans?
For the next
3-5 years, yeah, short-term goal.
For the next 5 years, I want to have the camp where like it's bigger, more structured. It's structured now, but like we're still learning, we're still growing. So we want to track our youth, how they do throughout after they leave the camp and what they learned, even in the education wise. I personally want to track them where like all the kids that are in my camp, the schools that they go to, I can have connection since I'm partnered with the JCPS. I can have that partnership where like I can, every kid that was in my camp, make sure they are doing
well
academically. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're making sure that they got the academically, Yep. So you have to do well in school so that you can join the Nini's camp.
Yeah, and in the future, since it's free, like it will be like we'll have that structure of like, hey, you got to be academically, doing well, meet this and that like not big requirement, but like once you're in there, we'll get you to that level.
To that level. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's great, Nini. That's great. What else you want to tell the audience about the camp, or what do we forget about you, or what do you want to add to this session?
I want to say thanks for your support. Without your support, it's really tough because I have also a team that is dependent on me, on the camp, on me reaching out to everybody that is supporting us. I want to thanks to the parents who are also taking their time to bring their kids that don't have a transportation, and I want to tell them that like we'll do whatever it takes to have for your kid to have the best of his time or her time. And we also have a girls program. It's called the Panthers. This is our second year going in, and some of the girls we recruit them into the campus group, with Panthers group, which will allow them to continue playing throughout the year. Last year we were at Mockingbird Indoor. They played throughout the season, and then this year we also looking at to see if we can improve that.
Okay, so that's great. So you even have a girls team that is making up to the leagues and playing. Okay.
Yes, and because the girls, most of the time we have this view of like, oh, girls have to stay home and they have to cook and they have to clean and they can't do nothing else. We have that mentality as Africans. Because of the way the world is going, that is not. It's not going to happen because like we want our girls to be also active in the community. We want them to play sports. We want them to do things, not stuck at home and like accumulate all this depression and anxiety and stress and So we want them to get out and just also express themselves through sports, and that's what we do for the Panthers.
Wow, that's amazing, man. That's good that you have something for our girls as well. So anybody can join. If somebody want to join the Panthers team, they can contact you.
Yes, if anybody wants to join, the girls are from 14 to 17 age right now, and then we're looking at if we get the opportunity, the funding and stuff. I'm looking at getting younger, like ages 12 to like 14-year-old league for the girls.
For the girls,
the younger ones.
Okay.
Because right now we can't really afford like to have those two teams, so I'm focused on like the bigger ones, the older, little bit older ones. Yeah.
And I know that in Kentucky, man, it's hard to get funding, especially nonprofits. There's a redlining, but we still have the hope to make things better in the future. So we need to step up and support our organizations that are doing an amazing job. But thank you, Nini. Thank you for coming today as a guest. This is where we're going to end the session for today. We may have more coming up in the future. But I want to say, make sure you follow Nini's page We're gonna post it right here. His Facebook page for the African America, and go to the website. Support whatever you can. But I want to say thank you again. Thank you, Nini. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right. Appreciate it, man. We got it.